What you are seeing now is a very beautiful flower called Magnolia. I will be coloring these flowers with mixed media. I will be using these watercolor pencils, my watercolor brush pen. I will also be using my cake colors and white poster color. I will be starting with painting flowers. For painting these flowers, I will start with shades of pinks, purple and grays. So let's get started. I have just finished painting the first coat of these flowers, and I will start painting these greens and the stem of the flower. I will be using some yellow ochre, some yellow greens, brown, maroon and some greenish brown colors to paint the stem. This time I will be using my round brush. Earlier I have used this watercolor brush pen, but I thought maybe some of you may not be having this, so I will be also demonstrating how to use this normal brush, round brush, for the watercolor pencil. As you can see, I have finished this stem and the green area of this plant. I have used some darker shades here to give depth and some lighter shades here. You can see here I have used ochre yellow, light ochre yellow. I have used yellow green to give the light colors, and for increasing the depth I have given brown green and dark brown and blackish brown colors here, greenish brown colors here, for increasing the depth at places, you can see. But what you are seeing is just the first coat. You will be seeing the final coat once we finish the background of the painting. So now I am going to start with the background. For coloring the background, I prefer using lighter shades for this painting. I am using this green, the sky blue, light gray and a little darker shade of gray. One thing more I would like to explain you now is that I want to keep some portion of this plant as blurry in the background. These are the 3 prominent flowers and a few prominent leaves, plus some few prominent stems which you are seeing right now. But I also want to give a diminishing blurry effect in the background which will show distance, right? So I can do it with the help of these 3 colors, and you'll come to know how I do it. I will later on use white poster color also, but for the first coat I will use watercolor pencils. I hope you have also understood that I can use this and I can use this, anything, both the kind of brush pens I can use, the water brush pen and the normal brush for taking help for the watercolor pencil. Hardly it makes any difference. So use what you have at home, okay? I have almost finished painting the background, the blurry areas, but I wanted to show you something, that when I paint with pencil color the larger area, I hold my pencil like this, okay? I do not use the tip, I use the tip of the pencil when I hold like this, okay? I don't do it in the background, I hold my pencil like this for doing the background or for coloring the larger areas. So you see how I am working with my pencil color, what kind of strokes. You can see the way I am using my pencil. I am not holding it straight, but it is almost horizontal on the paper. The same way if I use the other pencil, you see, again I am holding it almost parallel to the sheet. You see what effect, what texture. Now the paper, you must be surprised, it's giving a very beautiful texture. This paper is a special kind of paper, it is a cold pressed paper, and this is 350 GSM, alright. So that is why the special effect which you can see on the paper is coming. Also this effect will come when you will hold your pencil in this way. Whatever texture your paper will be carrying will be exposed if you will hold your pencil in this way and you will do coloring in this direction. The pencil is almost parallel to the paper. Pencil I am holding in a horizontal way. Of course, like this area, there is small detailing right? So I will change the stroke. See, now I will do little outlining to fair out this area, and with lighter hand I will do this much small piece. But again, when I go back to the larger area, I will change my pencil way of holding my pencil. After finishing the background with the watercolor pencils, I would be now applying plain water and a bit of poster color in the background. After finishing the background of this painting, I will now start painting the second coat and the final coat on my main flowers, that is this one and this one. So for doing the final coat and the finishing, I will be using some of the round brushes, white poster color and my watercolor cake. I will start adding the depth and light to the flowers. Starting with my shade of Gombe's hue mixed with white poster, little Gombe's hue mixed with white poster, so very light shade, just to bring some life and light to the flower. I think I need some more yellow in it for a bit of more brightness. And using the damp brush technique, I will blend the edges. Some more color is required, so I will take some more white and some more Gombe's hue. And will add wherever I feel that light is required. Again, blending with the damp brush technique the edges. Very softly this work has to be done with great patience. Good observation is required here. Wherever I want to show more of lights, I will start adding the mixture of gomage and lemon yellow and white. I am adding the lights for now and will later on add the depths. As I am doing so, you can see the change. A significant change in the flower can be noticed. And when I am going to add the depth, even more significant changes can be observed. Again, blending the edges with damp brush technique, applying just water to blend the edges of this gomage hue and white color. With the help of this shade, you can see that the softness in the flower has increased to a greater level. Bit by bit, wherever is required, observing the requirement and placing the color very carefully. Now I need some more color, so I am making it. Again, mixing poster white and gomage hue, and coming to the last flower, softly adding wherever it is required. Checking the requirements, checking the fall of light, wherever light is falling, accordingly placing the color. Mostly at the tip of the petals, this color is placed. almost I have finished with the highlights, and will soon be adding the depth. So by the time I am completing the highlight of this flower, the flower which I have done in the starting is also almost dry and is ready to be painted with the depth colors. All what is required is patience. Finishing requires lot of patience. I am very sure you all are enjoying this art session with me, and you are learning something very nice and very new. And I am sure your house will be decorated with such beautiful paintings in the upcoming days. It is a pleasure to decorate your house with your own work, with your own artistic skills. So here I finish with the light color, and I am starting with another shade now in this same color, that is poster white and gombe hue. I am adding a bit of cerulean blue, very little, and extremely little quantity of black, just a tint, very little quantity. Okay, you can see my shade. This is a kind of gray, but a yellowish gray, right? A bright gray. It's not a dull gray now, it's a bright gray. And we'll start adding depths, lighter depths, okay, with gray of course, but they are very light depths, they are not at all dark. Again, we need to use our wisdom and see the reference, if we are using any, where we need to put the depths. Damp brush technique we use to balance the color. You can see now there is so much of life in the flower. Slowly finishing the entire portion. Like this, making your own artwork gives always an immense pleasure. Now coming to the last flower. Wherever required, this yellowish grayish shade can be applied. blending the edges. Again I will repeat, damp brush technique is used to blend the edges. By the time I will finish this flower, the top flower which I have done will be dried. So I will start depth in that flower again. Finishing may take 2-3 coats. It depends on your satisfaction level also. When you feel that your painting is complete, and sometimes you feel, no, it is not yet done, I need to add a bit more into my artwork. So satisfaction also plays an important role when you are making an art. When you feel satisfied, you feel, yes, my artwork is complete. Slowly progressing with the completion of the flower. So here is my last petal. Now we'll start with the darker shades. I will be using now crimson. I hope you are able to see the color, how I am mixing the colors is visible to you all. I am using crimson and I am mixing a bit of indigo in it for creating the depth. You can see how beautiful this color is there now. I hope you can see my palette where I am mixing the color. So this beautiful indigo is visible to you all. And I will start the depth. Same technique, damp brush, blending the edges. When you blend the edges, it becomes very soft, no? In flower, it is important that there should be softness. I don't want to go very loud, so I'm sticking to lighter shades even when I'm doing depth. Sometimes I'm using this crimson in which indigo color is mixed, and sometimes I'm using only crimson. There has to be a softness maintained. I need some more indigo in which there is very less crimson. I want to create a shadow here. Wherever I am using a darker shade, I am also blending it again and again. Time again blending the edges with damp brush technique is really very important. I will now be using these two watercolor pencil. This is reddish maroon and maroon color for the finishing, and I will also be using my white poster color. Softly blending wherever is required. Some places some more indigo will be required here. Again with damp brush technique, blending the edges. We have to go according to the requirement of the flower. Where what shade is required, you need to check. Again a mixture of white poster and gombe hue is required. to do little finishing here and there. Need to move according to the requirements. I guess this video is going too long, so the rest of the finishing I will show you in a time lapse.